The water just keeps on rising, up by around a metre overnight, bringing more misery to more families. At this house, they tried to hold the floodwater back by building a huge wall of earth, but it still wasn't enough. The man who built that house as a home for his son returned this morning to see what was left. Now he's angry.
That man at the top wants to get his act together and chuck that red tape out the window and get it sorted. We're wasting money. They're wasting money on all these reports, right? They want to get real. We're trying to save the birds. We're trying to save the badgers. We're trying to save the rabbits, right? What we want to do is save our village.
This is the man at the top, the man in charge of preventing flooding. Dressed in his wellies and waterproofs, the Environment Agency boss, Lord Smith, looked the part, but for the first stop, on his first visit to the area, the closest he got to getting wet was a wetland centre and this very dry car park. He agreed to meet residents, but only behind closed doors, with no cameras allowed. Eventually, one resident emerged, unimpressed.
More nonsense at the moment. I'm not actually hearing anything new or concrete or anything else. I mean, we're just thinking, I don't know what's going to happen.
Then the man himself.
Why won't you say sorry to the people here?
I have said to the people here what we did last year, what we've been preparing now, the work we're currently doing, and I think the important thing now is to work out what we can do for the future of Somerset.
Can you promise residents here in Somerset this won't happen again next year?
I don't think anyone can promise that we won't see the sort of rainfall that we've been having over the last few months. I have no intention of resigning because I am very proud of the work that the Environment Agency and its staff have been doing right the way around the country.
Some amazing stuff in Moreland right now. Are you going there?
In the face of the most extreme weather.
We caught up with one of the select few allowed into the meeting.
He refused to apologise to people like you. How does that make you feel?
Bloody mad, you know. We thought that was the least he could do today, but he's not apologising, so they're not admitting any liability.
And he hasn't got his feet wet, has he? We're standing in a car park.
No, you can't even see a flood from here, can you? It's lovely.
That's little consolation for people here. Overnight, a team of Royal Marines waded into the village of Moreland, laying sandbags to help protect homes and businesses. Around 140 properties in the village were evacuated following warnings from the police, with people desperately saving whatever they could carry.
We worked, well, for the last 3 days really, we've been working to try and keep that water out, but it's just overwhelming. I mean,
we haven't hardly slept or eaten or anything.
It's just taken over completely.
Further west on the coast at Dawlish, they were working to rebuild the railway line. The Transport Secretary saw the damage and the force of the waves for himself.
It's very substantial, you know, 3,000 plus tonnes of embankment have been washed into the sea, and it's going to take some time to repair.
The government insists their top priority is protecting people's lives, then comes saving property, then land. People living here say they've failed on most of those priorities. Rebecca Barry, Channel 5 News, Somerset.